Hello, welcome to the All Things Considered podcast, episode
1.
Oh, that's right. I would have said 2.
That's 1.
Official episode 1. Welcome to all the people, all of our 111 subscribers. Last time I checked.
Appreciate you guys a lot.
Pretty cool.
Appreciate awesome. You guys. No
keep
cap.
sharing, keep liking, keep commenting. He's not eating now.
Yours is on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
He's not eating now.
No fruit snacks today.
Better.
Maybe I'm too close to the mic too. I don't want to be too close to the mic. No fruit snacks today, guys. Don't worry.
Like I said earlier, this is the quote unquote first official episode.
Hopefully we do a little better than we did last time. I think people enjoyed it a little bit last time. We appreciate all the feedback and everything, but of course we hope to get better and better each episode. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah. Hopefully bring more energy, more time, more better content for all of you people.
Got some special guests coming soon. I'm not gonna say too much, but some real special guests coming soon, so stay tuned for that.
Very, very soon.
Very excited for that, man. Very excited for that. So we'll see how that goes and everything, but we'll keep y'all in the loop. You feel me?
We will also have our first exclusive merch shirts for us.
Yeah.
If you guys mess with them, maybe we'll make some for you guys.
Yeah.
Never know. Yeah. So, introduction. We're here. Episode 1. Official. You want to kick it off?
With our first topic?
Yeah. As you guys know, we like to start off with a little real stuff, real topics, get into some deep stuff, and then we can have some fun later.
Yeah.
But yeah. You can go ahead, man.
It was a deep one. It was a really deep one, mental health and everything, talking about that last time. But
real quick. Appreciate all the love off the mental health stuff. Got a lot of love from that.
Yeah.
We hope that it helps bring you guys comfort knowing that more people go through it than you think.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, show love. Spread love.
This one, the topic we got today, this is it's very close to home for us.
We're smiling, but it's because we're just so nervous. Cause
it's a touchy topic and everything. It's really kind of hard to think about and stuff, you know. So for me, basically, a little backstory to this topic for me is my dad. He's from Tanzania. Came to America when he was 20. It was like sometime in the 90s or something like that and everything. And he went back to Tanzania when I was like 5, I think. That's the last time I remember seeing him. But, you know, so I didn't grow up with a dad and stuff like that and everything. It was just me, my mom, and like I got hella siblings. So it was just all of us and everything. A lot of bouncing around, a lot of stuff I feel could have been prevented, you know, with things going different, you know. But yeah, it's kind of my backstory to like with my dad and everything. We communicate here and there, but really not that much, you know. You want to give your little like kind of like backstory for yours, or do you want me to just?
So essentially, our things is fathers, biological fathers. For me, I count myself a little luckier than unfortunately Des. My father did pass away when I was about 4 or 5. But I did have a stepfather who stepped up and was in my life since then, actually a little before then. So, love him, respect him. Glad he did what he did. You know, he stepped in when there was a woman with 2 kids already from another man. But yeah, so like, that's basically my backstory. I mean, I never grew up saying the word dad. To me, I was just telling him earlier, that word growing up was like sent a shock through me. Like, used to make me like kind of sweat a little bit. Like, just gave me anxiety just saying the word because I felt like embarrassed that like I didn't have one of those, or like I didn't have somebody who I called dad, you know, dad or pop or father or whatever. But I had a father figure in my life. But just not saying those words, you know, even now, like dad is just kind of like, it's kind of just like a 3-letter word, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically my backstory. For me, it's different. I don't have any recollection or memory of my dad. So like, for me, like growing up, it was always like, do you miss him? You can't miss somebody you don't remember knowing, or, so, it's a blessing and a curse, like you don't have to sit here and miss somebody. But it's also a curse because you don't get to remember them. And so, like, it's the little things that kind of matter with that. Like, you get, people like you tell me I look like him,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
My mom has shared pictures, videos, and it's cool. Videos are just different for me in that topic because I've never seen him be alive, if that makes sense. So like a video, like, it's kind of
seeing him move and speak and smile and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, it was that first video she ever sent me in my being an adult. Watching it, like I watched it like 10, 15 times in a row just because it's like crazy. Like, he really was a person, It just doesn't seem real to me. Some of y'all might not know what that feels like, might not understand, but for those of you who do, I do. It's just weird. It's just odd seeing him interact. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool in a sense. But yeah, I mean, that's basically my spiel. It just was always weird. And then I'm also, for those of you who don't know, the first and last name is my father's. So I'm not Junior. I have a different middle name. But yeah, so always, every school year, it's always Santo Lacey. And you got to say here. But I go by Jordell. And then they ask why. And then I always had to give that speech of, it was my dad's name. And, you got to, yeah. So being a kid, it kind of sucked having to go through that every year. It happened, had to keep happening. And I'm sure it'll happen every year, as I move on and live. But I've gotten more comfortable and stuff with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it on mine. It's just weird. And then having that whole side of the family too. But yeah.
Yeah. See, for me and everything, it's kind of, I do remember my dad. I do remember a lot about him and stuff like that. I was young, but I have like a lot of recollection and memories from when I was young. Man, bro, a lot of guys may be able to understand this and everything that, grew up with just a mom and stuff. Like, my mom was both. She was my mom and my dad, and for those of you that do know, like, about like my poetry and my poems and stuff like that and everything, a lot of my poetry and poems are fueled, always just end up looping back around involving my dad somehow in some way, you feel me? And I think really the hardest thing, kind of like what you were saying with me, it was really hard on me when people would tell me that, like, I looked like him and stuff like that, or, oh, you're doing this like your dad, you're doing that like your dad, you sound like your dad right now and everything. All that would kind of, it never set well with me growing up and everything, because, like, it's always felt like there's a part of me that's missing and everything. I feel like the reason why it's been so hard for me to find myself and understand who I am as a person is because that side of me is gone, Yeah. I haven't been able to realize, like, it would always hit me like, oh, like, I sound like you, or I look like you. Well, I don't know that, but these people know that. Like, especially with my older siblings remember him, and they remember this and that about him, and they'll tell me things about my dad that I don't even know, but they know about my dad, And so, we had a little talk on an app, WhatsApp and everything. I was texting him, and I asked him a bunch of questions one night and stuff like that about, like, me and us, like what tribe I'm from, and stuff about him and everything. My middle name is his name and everything. It's like a thing in their family. So his name was Frank, and so put that out there, I guess.
Put the middle name out there. You guys
put it out
special.
there. You put the government. I'm gonna put the government. You feel me? But nah. So like that was definitely a big thing with me growing up. I think the absolute hardest thing for me was like with sports and everything. After games and stuff like that, seeing my friends go to their dads and stuff like that, and their dads being proud of them and hugging them, patting them on the back, telling them good job and stuff like that, and just being able to be there for them and being proud of them. I always be proud of me and tell me good job and have, just that comforting feeling. And I really think that for me, that's the reason why, I am the way I am when it comes to like my relationship with like my coaches, for example, and everything. Like my relationship that I have with my coaches, I value a lot and everything. You feel me? Because a coach can make or break you when it comes to like a sport and stuff like that. Especially with, and someday I'm gonna coach, and I know that I can't coach particular kids the way that I coach other kids and stuff like that. For me, like the hardest thing for me was going and getting into football and having a grown man yell at me and cuss me out was weird for me at first. I never had that. It always was my mom yelling at me and getting on me and cussing at me and stuff like that. It was never a grown man yelling at me and cussing me out. And so it never went over well for me. And so I know that me personally, the day comes that I coach, I know I'm going to deal with kids. Unfortunately, I'm still going to deal with kids that don't have their fathers in their lives and stuff. And I know that I'm not. I feel like I still believe everything happens for a reason. And so with not having him in my life and stuff like that, it definitely opened a lot of doors to me that wouldn't have been opened if you were. I probably never would have played football if you were here. I'd have played soccer. He didn't want me to play football and stuff like that. I'm told I'm built just like him, dang near the same exact size as him and everything, all that stuff, whatever. So
shit, not me.
Yeah, I know. You definitely not. You definitely not. Your dad was a skinny you, a cut you, I should say.
5'10".
A cut you. Yeah. Well, my mom said my dad was 6'4", and my uncle told me he never hit 6 foot. So, who knows? But nah, yeah, that was definitely a big thing. And my senior year, when I was competing in poetry, one of my coaches sat and talked to me and stuff, and he was telling me, Des, like basically said, Des, maybe, because I still believe everything happens for a reason, and he was like, maybe like you not having him here were a good thing for you. And he said that growing up he hated his dad and everything and despised him for not being there and stuff like that. But then he got grown and actually sat down and had a conversation with his dad, and his dad explained to him why he wasn't there, and it was completely different than what he was told. And he realized at that time that his dad being in his life would have been way worse than his dad not being in his life, because his dad was a negative like kind of person, would have been a lot more negative on his life than he would have been positive, and he wouldn't have been the person that he was today. I'm not saying that that's what the case would be with my dad. I don't know him enough to say that and everything, but that's basically what he was trying to tell me, is that, Des, maybe it's a good thing, because like it happened for a reason, and there's nothing you can do to change it. You can't go back on it. You can't get that time back. And that's why I know the day comes that I have to grow up, be a man, and be a father, I know I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to be a father and everything. I know like the way I'm going to do it and the way I'm going to go about it and stuff like that and everything. And I know people tell me all the time that, they think I'm going to be a good dad and stuff like that, which really actually, like, when people tell me that,
it's a good compliment.
Bro, yeah, when people tell me that, it's one of the best compliments I feel I've ever gotten and everything, because that's what it hits me in a certain place, bro. It hits me deep down, I had a quote about this, but I can't remember exactly what it was, bro.
Well, you can think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I mean, that's what I was going to say, is about being a father. I'm excited to be a father.
Yeah.
I really excited, hope I do.
Bro.
Great. You can only do as good as you do. But yeah, I'm really excited to be a father. Hopefully I get to the chance to be a father.
Yeah.
To multiple kids. I also want to adopt. It's something
I've thought about that so much, bro.
I feel like everybody who can should. I feel like I want to have like 3 of my own and then adopt one.
Mm-hmm. I do think about that a lot and everything, because even then, like, growing up, you grow up and you see like the kids around you and stuff like that and everything. And I understand. I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot, because I didn't understand how much a parent actually could affect a person in life and everything.
They affect everything. The way you grow, who you grow up with is who you become.
Yeah, we're all a product of our environment.
And it's hard to actually get away from it. Like me growing up, like, you realize how much you take from how you were raised. Growing up, you realize like you're similar to somebody who you grew up with, or who parented you or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy.
You see it in other people a lot because I'm a very observing person. I sit back and I watch stuff a lot, and I know I've had friends in the past where I'm really cool with their parents and stuff, right? And I would question why they acted the way that they acted, and then I met their parents, and then I hear a story about their parents. Yes, it would all just come together and add up and everything. I'm like, oh, like this person is like this because of that. They're like this because of that and everything. They didn't have this positive influence. They were missing out on this. They were missing out on that and stuff like that and everything. And like, bro, even then, like we said, with like not having that dad there and everything, I know plenty of people that had both parents that shape out to be like worse people, like no head on their shoulders at all.
Not trying to toot our own horn.
Yeah, no.
I'm a pretty good dude.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm perfect. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Nobody's perfect, guys.
What is perfect?
Yeah, what
even is perfect? You know.
Yeah. But to that coaching point too, it is great. Yeah, because like I grew up with obviously some type of father figure, so like and he was my coach too. So I always had him at the games, but it was always a different dynamic because he's also my coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, growing up in a coaching household is different. It's very different. But you do get to see like the different side of it.
You definitely do. Yeah.
And he's probably a big reason why I also want to be a coach too. I mean, shit. He's giving me my basically my first real coaching opportunity right now. So
yeah,
shout out women's flag football. Hopefully you guys all are subscribed. If not, then I'm gonna quit. But
I have to have some talks at practice.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Do you have anything else?
Nah, man. I think that's good.
That was a little deeper than I thought it was gonna get.
It's a real good talk, bro. It's a real good topic. Real good topic.
But shout out to all you people who don't have a father.
Shout out to the grandparents stepping in and
anybody who
taking on that role as well too. Shout out to the grandparents.
Yeah. Hopefully that touched your guys' heart a little bit. Yeah. That's what we come here to do, man.
Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna bust a poem out, bro. Eventually I'm gonna bust one out. We know. Eventually I'm gonna bust one out for y'all and everything. I'm all right at them. I'm not crazy or anything like that. I'm decent, but eventually I'll bust one out for you guys.
Oh God. Anyways, do you want to go first or am I going first? Do you want to say your stuff that you wanted to say to the people?
Which one?
With the body?
The body facts?
Yeah.
The crazy body facts, okay. So basically, I've got some crazy facts and everything.
We're going to make an intro.
Crazy facts with Desmond.
Some facts about the body, okay? So, I think I told you this already and everything. It said that everything that you look at, you would know what it would feel like if you licked it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's weird. So looking at this mic, I'm looking at it. Yeah, you feel me? I'm looking at this mic. I know what it would feel like if I were to lick it without licking it and everything. Try that out. Look around on a few things. Look at your light switch. You would know how it would feel if you licked that light switch. You feel me? That's a random weird fact that I learned. Everything, right? And another one. I may have told you this one too before. Your foot is the same length as your forearm.
Oh, hopefully they didn't hear that.
They're gonna hear that. Your foot is the same length as your forearm. You look at it. You at home right now. Look at it right now. Put your foot up to your forearm. Your foot is the same exact length. Pretty big foot. Yeah, I was like, I looked at my forearm. Big feet. Big socks.
Big socks.
I looked at my forearm and I was like, no shot, right?
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
Yeah, I said no shot. My foot's not that long, and then I actually put my foot there, and yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Okay, I got some stuff for you. It says the only muscle that never tires. You know what it is? The only muscle that never tires.
Only muscle, tongue? No, that gets tired.
Oh wow.
Only muscle that never gets tired. Where's that? Upper or lower?
Upper.
Above the neck or below the neck?
Below the neck.
Below the neck. What is it?
Your heart.
I was gonna say that, but I was like,
is the heart a muscle? That's what you were thinking.
No,
about.
I was just like, was he gonna be that guy or?
Yeah, it's your heart. Your heart is the only muscle that never tires.
Because I went like this, but I was like, no, it won't be the heart. I guess it never rests. It's continuous.
It never rests, but it never tires.
Your brain rests.
Yeah.
Your body rests. Your heart doesn't rest. It's.
That was good. That was good. That was good. I ain't gonna lie. Here's another weird one. Earwax is a type of sweat.
Is it flammable?
Is earwax flammable?
Could you make a candle out of earwax?
That's disgusting.
Could you?
I don't want to know. It's Sorry. That's gross. We should put the SpongeBob thing over, like, if we cussed.
Oh, the dolphin?
The dolphin thing. Yeah. We should do that. But yeah, those are the ones I have right now. The first two were really the ones that, I'd be telling people and everything. I was at a party one time. Just everybody's having a good time at a party.
And you ruined it?
No. Everybody's having a good time. We were, enjoying our time. We were indulging in some beverages. You feel me? And we were all
juice and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And we were all in the kitchen, this group of us in the kitchen and everything. And I was like, I pulled like the foot. I was like, your foot is the same length as your forearm, because somebody was talking about something. And it was a bunch of preppy people. Jabronis. Bunch of jabronis. Dudes went nuts. No way, dude. No way. Oh my God, that's totally weird. Yeah, literally, bro. Literally over the freaking foot to the forearm thing.
Yeah, they tend to get pretty excitable.
We can't say that.
What do you mean? You can say that.
Yeah, I guess
These
we
are
can.
preppy
We
people.
can. Oh yeah.
Now, do I know exactly who you're talking about? Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
That's who I'm talking
I think
about.
we have a good idea. But yeah, no. Those are all I have for today and everything. But hopefully, you enjoy.
So on to the next. The conspiracy I have today. We went from the moon. Now we're on the Hellen Keller theory.
Yeah.
So you know Helen Keller, who that is?
Yeah. The woman who couldn't see or speak, but has all these quotes on T-shirts and stuff.
And somehow went to like Stanford or Harvard or whatever.
Yeah. Has all these quotes on T-shirts, and Helen Keller said this and she said that and everything. And I'm like, yo,
she's a liar.
She's a liar?
That's the conspiracy.
Or the people?
No, she's
her
a liar.
caretakers. Oh, like she wasn't actually deaf and blind.
There's no way.
Well, I've heard.
There's no way. There's also something out there that she flew a freaking plane.
Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're thinking. We're thinking Amelia Earhart.
If she
we're mixing
flew
them.
a plane, she was capping out of her.
If she flew, when was Helen Keller alive?
The 40s?
The 40s.
Something like that, right? 1940s? Had to be.
Let's see.
But there's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Well, I hear conspiracies that she wasn't even a real person. Like, that's what people say, is that Helen Keller is not a real person.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Then why is she made up? Who would make that up?
Well, when you look at these pictures of her, it says here...
She's looking at the camera.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, it says here, she learned to read Braille. Of course. Right. Correct. Of course. Write and read lips and sign language through touch. So she had her fingers up in somebody's mouth. She had her fingers on somebody's mouth. Nah.
It's fake.
No.
She's fake. Like she was lying. She was a liar. Let's put it that way. Helen Keller was a liar. I'm sorry to all of her family.
All that was going back then, the illnesses and shit and everything. She had her fingers up in somebody's mouth. She's seeing what they said. That's interesting.
Hey, Helen, how you doing?
Yeah, right. What? How can you understand what somebody's saying by doing bullshit?
I told you there's too many anomalies that go on with her. She's not real.
Let's see. Let's see Helen Keller famous quote.
Because blind people can't dream. Remember?
Yeah.
So
it said that she went
dream. And she was deaf.
It said she went deaf and blind at 19 months. She has no recollection of those first 19. No shot she does.
Exactly. So she can't dream. So what does she dream? She's blind and deaf. That's a double whammy. You can't dream. There's no way. You can't see it. You can't hear it.
Like, this isn't us discrediting Helen Keller.
I'm just. Well, wait. What? No, she's a liar. I'm discrediting her.
How is she? Okay.
There's no way. There's no way.
So you said she was faking.
Have you seen the Family Guy episode?
No.
Okay, you gotta watch that.
It's just sick. I know
it is sick, but it's like there's no way. I'm sorry. I don't think it's
kudos to her and all her accomplishments.
You know what? If it's real, and slim to no chance that it's real, but if it is, then she's. I don't know. She's a freaking like damn near God. Like, cause you were doing a lot for all those negatives.
She's got a lot of quotes.
That's like having no arms and no legs and still competing in a race.
Winning a marathon.
Yeah.
She won a marathon with no arms and no legs.
Come on. Anyway, yeah. That's just the conspiracy. I don't think she did it. She or did it. She didn't do a crime, I guess. But
what'd she do?
Yeah,
What's
she
Helen
faked
guilty
it.
of?
Yeah, she did do it actually. She did do it. Yeah. That's crap. Anyways, so we went on a little movie date the other day.
Oh yeah.
So a movie.
Tomato. Save your money.
A movie I was
Save your
very
money.
excited for. Ultimately did let me down, but I don't hate it as much as he does. It's Ant-Man, by the way.
Tomato.
I wanted to love it so bad. Kang, the actor, was amazing up until they decided to just...
Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything for you guys, though. I'm not going to give anything away, but...
Yeah, I don't know. It was great. It's a cool movie. It's a cool movie.
One of the best actors out right now.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Great. It was good up until that, to the ending-ish.
Yeah.
Because he was scary. He was scary. He was real scary. Good actor. And then they just kind of...
What Drake say? He said, I've seen a lot of good movies end bad. I heard that lyric today.
That movie...
It was tough.
That movie did end bad. And then we also disagree on this. On both of these, actually. The best Batman and the best Spider-Man.
Okay.
The best Batman is
okay, so name the Batmans, though. Like, who are we comparing? What actors are we comparing?
All of them. All live action. Even freaking, even Clooney, even the other one. I don't even remember his name.
Well, give me your top three. And not in order.
I'll put them in order.
No, I don't want the order yet.
Why don't you want the order? I'll accidentally say them in order.
What was the name of the actor of The Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, who was the best Batman and why was it Christian Bale?
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
The best Batman movie of all time is The Batman that came out a year or two ago.
You're basing your best Batman off of flexibility.
No, I base my Batman off of not sounding corny and being able to move his neck without looking stiff.
Flexibility. They're not topping The Dark Knight.
Bro,
they're not touching
the Batman's already better.
The Batman's better than A Dark Knight?
Yes.
Bro,
I can't watch those movies anymore.
I'll tell you what. Twilight was better than the Batman.
Oh my God, he was terrible in Twilight.
No. The first one, he was bad.
They were all bad in the first one.
Yeah.
I barely could sit through that movie.
But every Twilight after that?
No, they
tough.
weren't great.
Like that.
They're not great movies. They're not great movies.
The Twilights aren't great movies?
No, some of the most... That's overrated too.
We can't talk about movies with you, though.
Yes, we can. Twilight.
We can't talk...
Twilight is not known as a great movie franchise.
By who?
Anybody.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's a hot take.
They're not great actors in that movie.
That's a hot take.
Those movies are not good.
That's a hot take.
I watched all of them. And the best one was the one towards the end. And the one where she, it was that big battle. Mm-hmm. And she envisioned all that happening was the biggest honey dick I've ever been through in my life.
Okay.
I was sitting here like, bro, they're killing everybody. Like
everybody was dying.
Shit's happening. And then it was just a dream. And I've never hated a movie more because of one single scene.
It was really good.
I hated the movie.
It was
'cause of
really
that.
good. No, it was really good. And I think that was my favorite part about it, because I was upset that some of these guys were dying. Because they offed my guy, what's his name, way too quick.
I don't know.
He was the quiet one.
One of the vampires?
He was quiet. I think, unless I'm mistaken, they offed him quick.
I don't remember. I hated it.
Can't
I hated
remember.
it so much. I was like, dude, this is crazy. So much stuff is happening, and it pissed me off. Anyways, The Batman was an amazing movie. It is the best movie out of all the movies.
Out of 10, the Batman compared to the other Batmans was a 6.
Oh my god. As a movie, take out Batman. Take out the Batman aspect. The best movie, like
Plot and everything.
plot, like direction, like
Everything.
cinematography. That is the best
Dark Knight Rises.
movie. No, The Batman
Dark Knight Rises.
is the best movie out of all of them.
Well, the Batman didn't even have the best villain. Tell me they did. Bane? He's better than Bane?
Oh yes,
Yeah, okay.
Oh yes,
He was better than
the one.
Bane?
The one I'm thinking of that you were gonna say is Joker from
Joker was tough. Fuck.
Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, that's the best one.
But
Heath Ledger's
the Riddler
Joker's
was
one.
going crazy.
I don't care about the Riddler, dude. Heath Ledger, Joker, best villain. Second, Bane.
No,
Third, I'll give you the Riddler.
do you mean?
I'm
Bane?
taking the Penguin over the Riddler. Old Batman. I'm taking the Penguin.
they had the Penguin in this Batman.
That wasn't a good Penguin.
Yes, it was.
It actually was a pretty
It
good
was
Penguin. He was
really-
better than the Riddler. But he wouldn't even... He was.
How?
But he wasn't even better than the old... The old Penguin was better than this Penguin.
This Batman suit was better than Christian Bale's.
Yeah,
100%.
No.
What?
No.
Christian?
Well, first of all, what ruined the entire movie for me, and this really gets me
Yeah,
going.
and if you say it,
This
I'm gonna
really
I'm
gets
gonna
me
be
going.
pissed off.
This really gets me going. You feel me? Because when Christian Bale was saying it, I was like,
Dude,
yes.
no, go
Right?
back and watch.
He
those
said,
movies.
"I'm vengeance."
Because he's just starting
I said,
out.
what?
And when Christian Bale's saying it, he says it's so corny. I can't help but laugh. I can't watch the movie. Any of them. I
Yeah,
can't
and
watch any of them.
Robert Pattinson is down there tasing guys in the subway. Like, let's be serious.
Bro, he has better fight scenes than
Let's
any
be
of
for
Christian
real.
Bale's.
He has better fight scenes than any Christian
Any
Bale.
of Christian Bale's. His range of he looked like Batman. You know what? And you're not gonna like this either. But the warehouse scene in Batman versus Superman with Ben Affleck was actually the best fighting scene.
I couldn't even get through that movie.
That was the best fighting scene. That was
Affleck-
the best Batman fighting scene ever in any movie.
Ben Affleck may be my least favorite Batman.
What?
I didn't like that Batman, dude.
And you're gonna hate me. I liked him better than I liked Christian Bale.
Of course you did. You just hate Christian Bale for some reason.
No, I don't hate Christian Bale.
The
I don't
only
hate
thing you
Christian
like
Bale.
Christian Bale in is Thor.
That's not true. I like Christian Bale as an actor. It's just when he was Batman, his Batman voice was so cringe. I'm
Don't even try it. That was really bad.
Batman. That's how we did it, bro. It was bad. It's
Don't ever
cringy.
do that again, bro. Don't ever do that shit again,
He said,
bro.
and his lips were puckered. Where is she?
yeah.
That's how he'd be. I was like, bro, what are you doing, bro? It's never that deep.
You know, I'm really excited for the new Joker. That Joker movie was better than the Batman. It wasn't?
No. It was
I can't talk movies with you.
That Joker movie was better than any of the Dark Knights.
Of course, everything was better than any of the Dark Knights. You probably thought that this Ant-Man was better than the Dark Knights.
I can watch that movie. I can't watch the Dark Knights. I can't
You're sick.
at all, bro. The new Joker movie. Well, there was a rumor that it's a musical, though.
What's a musical?
Joker 2.
They can count me
It's
out.
Lady
fool.
Gaga. Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn.
Bro, I won't watch that shit, bro.
You will, because you're gonna have to go in and watch it, and then you're gonna find out it's a musical.
Well, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna like it though. Like the new Matilda, the musical Matilda.
Never seen her.
Never
seen any of the Matildas.
You've never seen the original Matilda, and you're sitting here trying to talk movies with me,
Dude, oh my gosh, you can't keep
We
bringing
can't
up
sit here-
old movies.
We can't sit here and talk movies when you were robbed of a childhood.
I wasn't robbed of the childhood.
Because
My
you
childhood
didn't
was
watch
great.
any good
My childhood was
movies.
great. You know what I watched when I was a child?
What?
Power Rangers, the Wiggles, TMNT
Did you just say the Wiggles?
was my shit. Disney XD.
Do you know who Robin Williams is?
Duh, he was the voice of the genie from Aladdin.
What else
He's
is he in?
Good Will Hunting, one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, I think about that movie a lot. What else was he in?
He's in the original Jumanji.
What else is he in?
Didn't he die?
He killed himself, yeah.
I think my mom cried.
Very sad.
He
He was
killed himself.
a very known guy.
Some of the
very,
happy people.
very comedian, yeah. Jim Carrey.
Why did you bring him up?
He's in Mrs. Doubtfire. I brought that up because I know you haven't
He
seen that.
is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. Have you seen
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, but I know what it is. I've seen clips, I guess, but I've never seen it. What movie used to scar you as a kid? When I say that, the first movie that comes up to mind is
I know what scarred me.
that wasn't not that wasn't supposed to scar you. Well, I mean, I guess two come to mind. Jeepers Creepers completely and utterly fucked me up.
Jeepers Creepers got me because of my older siblings. They would sing the song. There was a song.
I didn't even know there was a song.
Yeah.
Well, I do know, but like my whole I remember vividly. Like my parents were watching it, and I walked in the hallway, and I saw it, and I couldn't move.
Yo, big fat ass.
I was
Scary.
sitting there like literally just so traumatized. No, that's not the movie that came to mind, because that's supposed to scare you. I guess this next movie is kind of supposed to scare you too, but what's it called? Haunted House, the claymation one with the old man. When the old man lived across the street, and they went into
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
that messed me up.
That did get me a little bit. I liked it a lot, though. I liked that movie a lot.
I couldn't watch it.
I really liked that. The movies that got me, like when I was younger, were like the paranormal ones. The Conjuring scarred me.
Well, I didn't watch those until I was like 8th grade or high
I will
school.
never watch the second one.
The Conjuring 2?
I won't watch it. Like, I refuse to watch it again.
Why?
I just won't, bro. It just doesn't sit right with me.
I don't know which one that one is. I guess I'd have to rewatch it.
It don't sit right with me, man. And then here's the thing: is I'd watch these movies and there'd be a song for each of these movies.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the same with Get Out for me.
Well, Get Out didn't get me. It didn't scare me.
Well, it's true. It's a real story, so
Get Out?
is real. You don't think Get Out is real?
Anyway.
You don't think Get Out is real?
Get
Out is real.
Based on true events?
It has to be, yes. I think a lot of what Hollywood brings out is true, but it just seems so crazy that we're like, no, it's not true. But it's real.
I thought that
shit.
about aliens. I thought that about aliens in movies. Paul, the movie Paul, that's
It's
what made me think
awesome.
about that. He said, because you know how he was in the back and he's like, they basically took pictures of me and put me on lunch boxes and used pictures of
that's
me
what I'm
for
saying.
this, put pieces
They
of me
use
for
it
that and everything.
for like make fun of it, and then we're all like, oh,
Yeah.
Get Out's real.
No. I just don't think so.
You think aliens are real, but you don't think that Get Out is real?
There could be a possibility. But that movie isn't based on a true event.
That movie is loosely based on real shit.
Okay. That's fine.
I think
I'll let you have that.
The gist of the movie is real.
I'll let you have that.
Why? Why don't you believe that?
I don't know. Mine actually is like, there's records. The movie I'm talking about, there's records of this stuff being true. There's real footage.
There's probably records of stuff like Get Out, but they're called crazy.
Could be, man. The Conjuring 2. Every time I try to go to sleep.
What happens to that one?
I want to talk about it, man.
Well, I have
gotta
to.
go
I
watch
don't even
it.
know if I've watched it or not. I probably have.
Bro, it's when like the little girl was over in Britain or whatever, and they had to go over there and
Like the very
old
first
man-
one.
The old man had got her and everything, and he was like, "This is my house," and everything. And then the little girl got like possessed, and she was saying,
That's the one where she's on the bed.
Think so.
Maybe.
I think so. I don't know. There's a lot of bad scenes in all these movies, but no. Brock. I guess he used to say that when he was staying the night at my boy's house. He was staying the night at his house. He was staying the night at his house, and he said they were trying to go to sleep. They were trying to go to sleep. And they said that Brock used to just sit over there in the pitch dark and just say, "This is my house." And said that dude used to tweak and yell at him to shut up and everything, like was getting pissed because Brock kept saying that shit. It was the funniest shit ever, bro.
Yeah, scary movies.
But nah.
They get me. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, no, there's certain ones I like and everything. There's certain ones I don't. Like, I don't, the only movies that I find, and only scary movies I find scary are paranormal movies. Like, stuff that could be real. I don't find that murder and those murderers and stuff like that and everything. I don't know. It's just stuff that, I don't know. It just doesn't get me. I'm like, oh, okay. And then once a scary movie, like that movie, The Boy, with the doll. I don't know why I'm bringing movies up to you. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay. So basically this doll keeps moving around everywhere around the house.
I swear I watch movies.
Yeah. Not good ones. This doll keeps moving everywhere around the house. Just everywhere, right? All movie, you think this doll is a ghost possessed, bro. At the end of the movie, a big-ass 6'8" Gronk comes busting through the walls. Whole time he's been living in the walls and shit, bro. And has just been moving the doll around the house. Has all these secret doors and stuff. I said, okay,
That's based on a true story. Gotta be.
Time to turn this off, okay? It's not scary anymore. It's a person.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
cool. Yeah. You feel me? Like, it just don't get me. Feel me? I don't know.
You ever cried at school?
Have I cried at school?
Yeah. So basically, why
For
I say
sure
this is,
cried at school. I don't.
So
I'm
we
trying
used
to think
to
of
take
why.
we used to take field trips, and you'd have to dress up, of course, to go on some of these field trips. And I dressed up, okay? I dressed up and I showed at school. I was so hyped. I was like, I look good. I had a polo and like, I don't even know, probably khakis or something. It was the wrong day. It was the wrong day.
And you cried? You cried?
I was so embarrassed.
You cried for what? You cried. You could have been embarrassed. You didn't have to cry.
Bro, I got to school and everybody was looking at me. They were looking at me like, what is up with this kid?
Yo.
They were like, why are you dressed up? And they were like, it was either like the next day or like the next week. I don't even know. Yeah, I was so embarrassed. I went in the bathroom like, I forgot what grade this was, probably third or fourth. Went in the bathroom and cried.
Why were you crying? What were you crying for?
I was so embarrassed.
That's
I
crazy.
was so embarrassed. My buddy Jordan came in. He said, "You okay, man?"
It's okay. You can wear it. You can wash it. And
No,
wear
he
it
was like,
anyways,
"You
man."
okay, man?" And I lied. I said, "Yeah, my stomach hurts."
Yo. I wouldn't have told him either. What? What the
Dude, I was so embarrassed. I was so...
No, I for sure cried at school. I don't remember why, though. I know in 6th grade, I got broken up with on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're a chump.
On Valentine's Day. We had a basketball game that day, and it was me and Jose was sitting there and everything. And he was like, "What happened, bro?" And everything, and I'm like, "She broke up with me, bro." He said, "What?" And we were in 6th grade. And he said, "FDB." Like, but I actually said it and everything. I said, "Yeah, bro, you're right, bro." Everything. I said, we got the game tonight and everything, bro. Like it's like
Bruh,
real
people
deal.
thought it was Friday Night Lights.
Yes, bro, dead ass. Went out there, got buckets, cuz. Went out there, started hooping. Me and Jose turned some up and everything. Yeah, that was my season high. I had to go out there and let off some steam, you feel me?
You're such a bozo.
But yeah, I got broke up.
It would be a girl.
It was. You know,
In elementary school,
you know me,
girlfriends
though.
weren't even girlfriends. I had a lot of girlfriends in elementary school.
Me too. In 4th grade, I had 4.
Yeah.
And everything. And I don't think any of their dads would have been okay with it if they found out. Because I was in a small town in Iowa that didn't have a neighbor within a half mile of me. That's when I lived on the farm and everything, you know. And didn't have a neighbor within a half mile. I'm not going to talk about some events that happened at that school.
I used to hold hands with girls and think I was so cool. It used to get me excited.
I'd be fairly excited.
I remember one time, wow, this is kind of bad, but one time, there was this girl. There's this girl that was supposed to be like my girlfriend or whatever. She was holding my hand and holding another guy's hand out after school. There's a little like area. There's big old tree in the middle, but it was an area where you would hang out or like get on your bus or like leave. And yeah, that's where you would find out who's with who. And yeah, she was holding my hand and holding another. Yeah, so no crying at school, I guess, huh? Just me?
No, I've cried. I'm not gonna tell that story. I can't really think of what it was, bro. Cause I don't really count the stuff from when I was younger crying at school. Like, I got in trouble for stupid stuff and everything. Teachers trying to yell at me and scare me, and I cried.
I was a good kid.
I was a good kid. Never got in trouble. But, what is your most embarrassing? No. Never mind. Yeah, let's go with that. What's your most embarrassing moment that you can think of? Most embarrassing thing that happened to you during school?
On episode 1 is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Most embarrassing? You said with a girl?
At
or
school.
You just at school? I don't know. That's the only one that really scarred me. I can't really think of another one at school, especially, that really scarred me. I don't know. Do you?
Bro. Freshman year at Bryant.
Oh, in high school?
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking like elementary.
Freshman year at Bryant, I'm sitting here in class, and my homeboy Donovan is talking and everything, and I'm sitting kind of like sideways on the chair and everything, right? So the fold of the chair is like this and everything. There's no back going out the chair. It's just like one of them plastic ones that, there's no end. Like, you know how sometimes there's a square to open up to go out the chair?
Sure.
So you know how that folding chair right there has a way to go out the back, but that chair right there doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Chair on the right, okay? I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting like sideways, and this dude is hilarious. He's telling all these jokes, and all of us are dying, cracking up.
Freshman year?
Freshman year, yeah.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like this, and he said a joke. He said a joke, and I laughed so hard. One slipped out. One slipped out, fool. And it echoed because of the chair. The chair had nowhere for
like
the
a
sound.
trombone?
Yes. The chair had nowhere for the sound to go.
You think that's why?
Yeah.
That's kind of...
And I immediately stopped laughing. He immediately whipped his head and made eye contact with me. And everybody looked at me. And he asked if I shit my pants. And then started clowning me. And then I just laughed my way through it. There's some bad shorties in the class, everybody looking at me. I just tried to laugh my way through it. And that wasn't the first time that happened. 4th grade, I'm sitting there, and you know how you try to kind of let it out quiet. It didn't happen like that. There's 3 girls sitting next to me. And one of the girls next to me, there was another girl right here, and she was like, "Was that you?" And I was like, and blamed it on the girl sitting next to me. Yeah, bro, it was not fun. It wasn't fun. But that's really, I know there's other stuff. I just can't think of it right now. There's definitely other stuff.
We'll get to it another day, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to think of it.
Episode 1, I guess.
Yeah, I guess this wasn't one,
It's probably going to be shorter.
Yeah, this one probably...
A lot of technical difficulties.
Lots tonight. We got a few things we need to figure out and everything, but...
Yeah. Appreciate you guys coming through. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let us know in the comments who the best Batman was. Let us know who the best Batman was.
We didn't get to Spider-Man.
The best Spider-Man was the first Spider-Man. Garfield. The best Spider-Man was the first Spider-Man. Toby?
No.
That's the best Spider-Man.
Whatever. Ant-Man was disappointment.
Ant-Man.
Hellen Keller was a liar. Was a liar.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen.
That was up. You know what it means. You feel me? But yeah, comment. Let us know who the best Batman was. The best Batman movie was. Let us know what's better, The Dark Knight or the Batman. Well, but really we should say The Vengeance because he's not even Batman.
Oh, goodness.
So let us know The Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight, the Batman. Christian Bale,
Robert Pattinson.
Edward from Twilight is what we're calling
Yeah, and
him.
Twilight were bad movies.
Twilight wasn't bad movies. I think you guys found the trend by now that he's not good with movies. No one ever talked to him about movies.
I think that's like our thing now. I have to...
Movies? Yeah, I'm
and-
talking about movies a lot
Well,
because
I-
you're terrible with them.
Dude, I watch movies. Whatever. We'll see you in episode 2 in a week. Thank you. Love.
Like,
Peace,
comment,
love, and
subscribe.
positivity.
Peace, love, positivity.